Hey gang! Today we are going to be working with one of these lovely fleeces. So this one is Mora's Wether lamb. So let's talk about the little history we have of Mora's Wether lamb. So Mora and a purebred BFL lamb. So Mora, the Dorset Finn, sort of. She was a Heinz 57. Her Wether lamb is more BFL than anything else at this stage, and he's a bit of a Heinz 57. So, Mr. Heinz 57 here, let's have a look at the locks. They do tend towards more the BFL style, but not quite as silky as BFL. Still lovely, still soft, but it's going to be interesting to see how this works up. So as usual, we're going to do 3 or 4 preps with this. We'll spin it up and see what we end up with. So I will reposition the camera and we will spin up this Mora Wether lamb. 1 second. You can see my sunset sweater. It goes through all the colors of the sunset. See, you can see on the sleeve. There's the sun, and as it goes up through the sky, it changes colors. I'm just a color fiend, so you know, I get adventurous sometimes. These are all ones I hand dyed. And then just crocheted them into a nice sweater. I do have to make some adjustments on it yet, and I haven't washed or blocked it, but that's irrelevant. Here is Mora. So let's start with some combing. So I'm going to take them, lash them on by the butts. I just went ahead and washed this. I didn't think you needed to see another video on washing. I've done enough of them. You're probably pretty bored of seeing it by now. I'm hoping within the next month to be able to move outside. Spring is springing. There is water and less snow. And then it gets cold, which is good for drying out because the cold and the wind helps the water evaporate so we don't get as much flooding. There we go. That's enough for now. Remember not to overload your combs because as you comb it, it's going to fluff up. So this much fiber, it's about halfway, it's going to fill those combs. Now, I do have a spritzer to help control static. And let's start combing. Ooh, this combs up nice. Oh, sorry, I'm supposed to be doing this the right way and not combing towards myself. Rather flip the comb over, and continue to comb away from me. I have a habit of just turning and doing this, which I shouldn't do because with my level of coordination, one of these days I'm going to end up stabbing myself. See, I did it again. You can tell what I usually do, and that's not good. I got to change my habits. Okay. So there's our first pass. You can see there's like one visible piece of veggie matter in there. The rest of it is pretty clean. We'll just put that aside. I will go through that again. I'll recomb it or card it or whatever to use it more of it. But this is just for a nice worsted spin. So we want to make a really nice top with only the best fibers. Now, I have the tines pointed towards me, but I'm not moving in this direction. I'm just moving straight up and down. So I'm not worried about the safety of that. I'd have to really work to stab myself. Not to say that I couldn't, because like I'm very coordinated. Not. All right. Now, I did not do before or after weights on this fleece. I just grabbed a handful and washed it up just so I could do some sampling. See, I did it again. Flip the comb and keep combing away from you. Oh, I don't even listen to me. Why would I expect anybody else to listen to me? Okay, we'll put that over there. And this will be our last pass. I always like to end with a downward pass. I find that compresses the fibers a little bit when you're working downwards and aligns them nicely and makes it easier to dizzle or pull it off. All right, now we just spent all that time getting this debris out of it. So we don't want to get it back in the fibers. So we just shake that off. Whoops. So we'll shake that off. And now, I got fluffies on me. Now we're just going to hand pull this off. Okay. I need to do more wiggling and less pulling because it just wants to drift apart because it's very soft and silky. Now there's a black hair probably from something else. Actually, it looks like one of my eyelashes. That would not surprise me. It could be a piece of my hair too, because Lord knows I shed a lot. Okay, that's as much as wants to come off easily. So we'll wrap this up into a little nest. Give it a little twist while we're wrapping to kind of keep the fibers aligned. So there's our first prep. Some nice worsted top. All right, next, I'm going to grab my flicker and we're going to flip some locks. First, I'm going to clean it out because there is some fiber building up in there. This is my do-all cleaning tool. It's a little hairbrush cleaner. You can get them online or beauty supply stores, Amazon. Apparently Walmart has them. It's just a hairbrush cleaner. And it's got these really flexible tines that go right in between the teeth and they catch all that fiber and pull it out for you. All right. Now. Oh, and I got this piece of leather at Michael's. Just to protect my leg. All right, first let's find some locks. Give it a twist and flick it. Turn it around. Flick it some more. Okay, flicked locks. I'm going to do up a bunch of those. That'll be another prep we use. We will also use, we'll also do some picked locks. So when you're dealing with something that's in a lock with a nice pointy tip, if you try to pick it from the tip, it's going to be a little more difficult. The easiest way to do it is to grab it from the side and fluff it that way. Now you can pick it open as much or as little as you want. There's some second cuts. I'm going to pull that out. So there's another prep done. We got some picked locks to spin. So that's 3 preps. And now we're going to grab our hand cards and we're going to do some Rolex. All right, we are going to card some locks. So there's a piece of veggie matter. I'm just going to pluck that out. I am just going to fluff it a bit before I put it on my hand cards. And we're going to make some Rolex. We all know what a crappy carder I am, so don't be too critical. Okay, this is going to make an interesting Rolex, but we're going to do it anyways, because you know, why not? My card is sliding. There we go. Oh yeah, this is going to be a disaster in the making, but I can still spin it. I know I can. Okay. I can't spin that. So if you make a Rolex that turns out as lousy as that one, just slap it back on your cards and recard it. I don't know why I'm having such a hard time today. I think I may have to stop filming because I don't seem to have abilities today. I mean, granted, I'm not saying I'm any kind of expert, but yeah, it's just not happening today. Let's see if we can make this into a somewhat usable Rolex. All right. That's better. That looks a little more like a Rolex. All right. So we have picked, flicked, Rolex, and roving. I'm going to do up a little bit more and off camera, and we will be back to spin it all.